What's going on, everybody? It's the scorching hot weather out here today. I'm out here setting myself on fire. I got some turkey breast smoking in the smoker. Figured why not have me a drink, review it. You'll be hearing my son. He's out here playing, having a good time. You know how it is when I do these backyard settings. We are doing one of the cornerstones of Alabama beer, Naked Pig Pale Ale, Back 40. Brewing company. I believe, yeah, they're out of Gadsden, but they have a second brewery now. They've grown a lot in the past couple of years. They have a second brewery in Birmingham. I'm not being neglectful. If you hear my son sounding concerned or worried, there's a sprinkler. We're trying to let him play in the yard, and I don't think he likes it, but just don't want to give the impression that I'm not monitoring my kid while I'm doing this beer review. Naked Pig is a pale ale, by the way, and here's funny, they recommend it with steak, ham, and pizza. So there's German malt in here, and then they also include 5 hop additions. This beer is pretty old. It was canned on whatever month, 21st of 2019, so it's fairly old. I'll probably do a fair shake of this if I can ever get it fresh and remember to do a fair shake. You know, I haven't forgot about the fair shake series. I just want to keep doing new reviews before I start doing a fair shake review. You know, going back and revisiting. Let me see the can. See the can right there. Okay. Deep rich gold color, haze bomb, can't see through it at all. Almost looks like caramel. I mean, it's just a rich, deep amber gold color. Pearly white, thick, frothy foam. Not quite creamy or mousse-like. It's definitely frothy, like getting away from the soap. This thing is 6%, so you could session this if like me, you're drinking this on a hot day, barbecuing some turkey. Almost drank some. Let's get into the aroma. Here comes everybody's favorite star of the show. Yeah, we got Bubbles. We'll do Bubbles later, okay? Yeah, for 5 hop additions, it's pretty laid back. I'm getting more of the malt character here. Some caramel, although I am outside, so the wind's probably wafting the aroma around. Again, there's no telling how old this beer is. Yeah, a lot of caramel. Maybe they use some Munich, or I'm not sure what else it gives off. From Germany, a caramel flavor, but tons of caramel in here. And then I'm just getting like some bittering along the lines of German nobles, probably from the age, because again they list 5 hop additions. I'm not getting a big hop presence here. Oh yeah, this thing has died down. This will be getting a fair shake for sure. Just the most mild bit of bitterness here in this can. And then just tons of that caramel, rich caramel, malty backbone. That's quite pleasant in this beer. Maybe just a light toasting of the malt to dance around with that caramel. That's about it. This is a lesson learned in buying age-old hop forward singles right here. You're not going to get the hop additions when you wait too long. I've heard it's recommended to have drank a hop forward beer within 3 to 4 months of it being canned or brewed. So just use that as a general thumb. I still like this beer because I like malt forward beers. So even though this beer could be a year old, it still holds up to me anyways. I don't mind. You know, I do say a lot on this channel, I don't like caramel chews on my beer. But just the faint bittering from the old hops combined with that, we'll just say Munich. It may not be Munich, German Munich at all, but just that caramel German malt backbone. It's kind of interesting. I have to give it, because I know it's aged, because I know this beer probably tastes a lot different fresh. I'm going to give it a 2.75 out of 5, above average, tasty. I'm going to finish the beer, but because I know that it's old and I know that it's supposed to have hop forward additions, I'm not going to give it a B grade, which is what I was wanting to do, but I just think we'll wait till we have this beer at a fresher date to really be more honest about the assessment here. Didn't have a lot to say about the beer on the website. I looked it up on the website and wasn't much to say about it. Again, I don't know if I said this before, this is one of the cornerstones of the Alabama craft beer culture. Naked Pig and Truck Stop Honey from Back 40 were some of the earliest beers, craft beers, brewed by a microbrewery in Alabama. I know Good People's been around since 2008, and that's fairly early. We did have Ye Auburn Old House or something, I can't remember the name. They were in Auburn, and they've since been bought out by a company in Atlanta, and I think they just make distilled spirits now. But they used to be technically a microbrewery in Alabama. And then you could just go back, you know, follow the Alabama history to Vulcan Brewing Company, who's the most awarded brewery in Alabama in the Great American Beer Festival. And then I've gone back as far as the 1800s. We had a place in Birmingham called the Alabama Brewing Company, which they bought that facility from a prior brewing company. So Alabama beer goes back to the 1800s, possibly close to the creation of the state. I don't remember when Alabama formed as a state, but I mean, if we're making beer in the 1890s, and that beer was made out of a prior brewery, who knows how far back Alabama beer goes. Anyways, we're not here for Alabama history. We're here for Naked Pig. Again, it's an old age beer, so I'm going to skip recommendations. I can't recommend an old beer to you guys, but you know, it's still a quality beer to me. I'm going to give it, again, a 2.75 out of 5. And that'll do me for now. Naked Pig Pale Ale, Back 40 Brewing Company, 2.75 out of 5. Until next time, guys, cheers.